Uh, this is the video I wanted to shoot during the daytime, but the idea came and I shot the other one about Rigathi, MUTAHI, and the late Dr. Gakuru. But before I start again this one, just 2 sentences. I want to ask. Dr. Gakuru died. Yes, the governor. 2 people benefited from it. All evidences show that his was a road accident. But before he died, he was worried about what he was investigating. And immediately he died, the investigations died. And who gained from it? He was investigating about corruption during the Rito Gachagua government period. So the actually, Rigathi Gachagua was the de facto governor during the time of. So yes, it was an accident. Yes, they delayed in taking him to hospital for no reason. They just kept him in the vehicle for long. And then they took him to a hospital. Rigathi Gachagua, who was being investigated, gained because of the death. 2, he gained because after he died, the investigation about money laundering that time ended that way. So he gained that way. 2, MUTAHI Kahiga gained. MUTAHI Kahiga gained because MUTAHI Kahiga gained because he was promoted from deputy governor. Anyway, that is what I wanted to comment about the other one because of the comments people are making. Yes, I may have gained, or somebody else, or whoever you are insinuating may have gained. But those 2, it is obvious. He was concerned about financial stealing during the Rito Gachagua government. When he died, that investigation died. That is 1. 2, MUTAHI Kahiga gained by being the governor after his death. Coincidental, isn't it? But then let me talk about today. As a Kenyan, I should condemn Kahiga. I should condemn Kahiga. As an NIS, I shouldn't condemn Kahiga because I gain a lot of intelligence from there. When you visit a friend and his or her parrot uses uncouth language, abusive and whatever, then know that that is what your host has been saying, and the parrot just heard it and repeated. I hope you understand. If you reach there and you see saying, oh, huyo ni mjinga, huyo ni mjinga, huyo ni mjinga, know that the parrot is just parroting what that person has been saying. It is only that maybe the parrot does not have, it can imitate the sound and whatever, but what the parrot cannot know is to have the intelligence of when to speak and when not to speak. In one of my videos, I had said that whatever feeling one expresses in your absence, whatever prayers one has in your absence, is the true one. You know, when somebody talks that you are very good and you are there, then it may be true, yes, but imagine strangers talking about you, not even strangers, people who know you. 2 or 3 people know you and they talk about you in the privacy of their homes and in the knowledge that you are not hearing and the information will not reach you. That is the surest way that they are telling the truth. And I've always believed that as far as prayers is concerned, that goes to the Almighty Street. If someone prays for you when you are there, that is good. But it is a percentage as compared to somebody praying for you in your absence and without your knowledge. So when somebody curses you in the absence, and I think some of us have really suffered for that, that maybe the suffering we have undergone in our lives, maybe those strangers we used to punish when we were in the police service, prayed to God, Mungu alipe. And as Waswahili say, malipo ni wapi? Hapa hapa. So whatever someone talks to the Almighty in your absence, or even when he or she is alone somewhere and whispering to God, if he's blessing you or she's blessing you, you'll be blessed. If he's cursing you or she's cursing you, you'll be cursed. As an NIS officer, I looked at the issues through various angles. As a Kenyan, as I said, that I got mad at whatever was happening. But as an NIS officer, I got a lot of understanding of which we are going to share. First of all, he was speaking with the confidence that that was meant for those around, and he would have and if he would have known that it would leak, the content would have been altered or even not spoken. You see, he was speaking with a lot of confidence, knowing that in hii maneno tu ya sisi hapa tu peke yake, sisi tu hapa peke yake, knowing that it will not be spread out to any other person, any other place, any other time. So in such a time, you find that somebody, as I said, whatever you do in private is what is your real motive is. So being ourselves alone, chances of talking sincerely are there. Just like, let me ask you a question. You see him or her. If I asked you, how do you feel? Is he good or bad? Is he capable or not? When he is there, in most cases, in many cases, you'll say he's a good person. Or if you want to annoy that person, you'll say he's a very bad person. But when I ask you in his absence, whatever you'll tell me usually is more reliable than what you'll tell me in his or her presence. So that is what I was saying. Uh, Mutahi Kahiga spoke. He spoke, supposing he had not spoken. You know, he spoke, isn't it? But supposing he had not spoken. You see, it has exposed us. There are two types of sicknesses. There is the sickness that is exposed, and there is the sickness that is not exposed. The sickness that is exposed is better because you can go to the hospital, you can do whatever. But the one that does not show any symptoms or does not express itself, that is the worst sickness. Now, him having spoken, he has exposed a sickness. Another thing that one notices is that the way those present reacted. You see, it was kinyumbani, it was just kinyumbani. But those people, the way reacted, it showed, because we have had even cases where you talk something and the people around just shout you down. But if you see the way they reacted, and we have to be very, very careful about it, it means that they shared the feelings that he had. Whatever he said, it means that they also agree with him totally. As an NIS, I would take note that his feelings were shared by people on the grassroots. You see, the NIS should understand that the people in that area have the same feelings with him. Because if they don't have with it, they can shout him down, or they can. Have you ever seen a public place where you say, you talk to people, you even force them and say, if you are massive, and then they reluctantly agree. But the way they easily agreed, it shows that they share a lot with his expression. I expect that NIS to ask itself, how many leaders in the mountain area have such feelings? And how many is that feeling also, because it was in Kieni. Now, if it is in Kieni, Kieni is Muiga to Darumuro. Is it something that is shared among Kieni alone? Is it something that is shared in Nyeri, or is it something that is shared in MURIMA area? That is now the work of NIS. A good government, especially a government, uh, a good government, and especially a government that is neither that the president is neither a Luo or a Kikuyu, because we are talking of tension between Luos and Kikuyu, isn't it? So a good government, especially a government that the president is neither a Luo or a Kikuyu, should address the issue, the historical tension between Kikuyus and Luos. We can condemn Kahiga, MUTAHI KAHIGA, we can do whatever, but then it is also good to address that issue once and for all, especially when the president is neither a Luo nor a Kikuyu. I'm 49% a Kikuyu, and I have zero connection with the Luo. I have no, I'm okay. In the JI-TENGE family, there are two ladies who are Luos. One is deceased, but I would say that I have no Luo connection. But when it comes to the Luo, my feelings about the Luo, they are the easiest people to accept and move on. I can tell you. And what I would want to say is that look at the historical issue. From the time when the Kikuyus were taking Shai, swearing that about Luos, you'd find that the Luos, as a tribe and individuals, Luos are more than any other. I said I'm 49% Kikuyu, but I have zero connection to Luo except the middle name, my father's name. I would say that Luos, individually and collectively, are people whom, if you sit down with them and decide that let bygones be bygones, there is no tribe in Kenya that easily accepts like bygone to be bygones like Luo. I can bet for that. I would suggest that a way be found to address the negative intergenerational tension between Luos and Kikuyus. Because the people, even he himself, if I'm not wrong, he was born around 1966. Now look at him. He's 60 years old, isn't it? And he's still talking in things that are tribal. It is always good to have a way where we can look into that issue. The Kikuyus' hatred of Luos is at a very high. They only love the Luos in two circumstances. I say I'm still insisting I'm 49% Kikuyu. The Kikuyus only love Luos in two circumstances. One, when Luos are out of government. When Luos are out of government, you can see like the Matiba time. And two, when Luos assist the Kikuyus to ascend to powers. Those are the only two occasions that you'll find Kikuyus admiring Luo. When we had this song Unbogable, I can tell you, hey, the Kikuyus used to rap it. But they use the Luos to fight any other person who is blocking them from the name. Once they get it, or once whatever, it brings a problem. For the simple reason that the Luos are the tribe that quickly forgives. You see, sometimes being quick to forgive, yeah, okay, we should admire Luos to be quick forgivers, but then for the simple reason that Luos are the tribe that quickly forgives, then one is compelled to admire the Luos. You see, to have a heart like that one of quickly forgiving, you are compelled to admire the Luos. If you believe in something, you see it. Even if nobody around sees it. If you believe in something, you see it, even if those who are not there are not seeing. There is this perception, especially in a mountain, that during Rigathi Gachagwa's time as the deputy president, development in the mountain was above average. There is also this perception, especially in the mountain, that development has not just stopped but went to the lake. And they blame Raila for it. I want to say this as I continue, that we should thank MUTAHI Kahiga. I said as a Kenyan, I was really annoyed, but as an NIS officer, I'm happy because I'm learning something. You see, if that hatred was there but not expressed, then it could bring a lot of problems. But since he has expressed it, then I can thank him for expressing, just like I said, that some sicknesses, when they are hidden, you may die, but then they express themselves. That is when the doctor can now find where the problem is. Whether it is true or not, it is negative. Whether it is true that development was there and was now taken to the lake is negative. People should not have development because they are in the government or out of government. Hmm? There should be there should not be an iota of imagination of such a thing. There should be never be an iota. We should not have a situation where, and this is something that it was not there during Jomo's time, but it was there during Moi's time. Uh, if you Google, you'll find Daraja ya Lando. Daraja ya Lando. This bridge was taken to Butere, and they were being shown Kimnado, and they were told that we will not bring this bridge here because your person is anti-government. So when they were taking back to Nairobi, Lando, my father, the late, told the government, no, don't take. We need a bridge here, and that is when the bridge was brought here, and it is called the Raja Lando. So during Moi's time, development would happen if a leader from your place is in the government, and the government should address such views, whether they happen or they are imagined. Now, from where I'm seated, that thing was shared by at least those people who were in that meeting, those who were in MUTAHI Kahiga's meeting, when he said that we used to have development, but Raila stopped development in our place, and now all developments are being taken to Nyanza, Luoland. It may be true, it may not be true. Now, if it is true, the government should address the issue that all places in the country should be developed without choosing whether the local leaders are in the government or not. But if it is false, then the government should, and that is where I call upon the NIS, should come and tell the government what level of maybe training, maybe meetings and whatever, where you tell the people that it is not that way. Or if it is true that development used to happen in the mountain, now it is happening in the lake, then you see it is either true or false. If it is true, then the government should cease developing areas that are ABCD. Now, if it is false, then it is upon the NIS to advise the government to go around and tell people that no, the government is developing each and everywhere. My reasoning here was today is that he should not be condemned. It is only that he has expressed what is on the ground in the mountain areas. Now the government has known because of the reaction of those around. If you see the reaction of those who are, when he was talking, how they were receiving it, then it shows that the person on the ground believes that that is the truth. And that is the purpose of my recording today. The person on the ground is believing that. Now my question to the government is, how will you address it?